I'm not sure about the rest of you, but it seems like the bull market is still going strong. The market is still in a bull market. Why? Because the USC Treasury minted an additional 250 million US dollars. That money needs to find a place to go. To what destination will it go? It is actually contained within its men, not leaking out of the cryptosphere, correct? Which coins will it pass through, and which ones will the guys receive? I'm not sure, but it seems like a bullish development right now, people. I was astounded. As soon as I saw these guys, I nearly toppled over my chair. Why? It's unbelievable to me. Are you folks able to see what I did? Is it only me, or did they validate our claims? Hold on, what? According to Justin Bernstein, a $725 billion fund manager, Bitcoin will reach $90,000 in 2024 and $150,000 in 2024, $150,000 in 2025. However, this is the reason why it's strange that 90,000, who was the first person to state 90,000 this year in the crypto market, actually, that's right. That's why some of the guys were a little shocked. It's not 95,000. It is not 85,000. It's only 90,000, really. Not 9 as in finished, gentlemen. I choose that number specifically to avoid the possibility of the black swan hitting. Isn't that right? Honestly, though, we could aim higher. It relies on how exponentially they wish to accept Bitcoin before a black swan appears. And you guys will see how they say it. 6 figures in 2025, huh? I think it's more than 150,000, but that's just my opinion, guys. Anything may happen. However, it's really interesting why they make those claims and project such Bitcoin prices, not to mention that Wall Street is now involved. They now predict that in 2025, Ethereum will reach 14,000, precisely 14,000 in India. So I'm thinking more like 7 to 10,000 this year. Ideally, if we get about $9,000, folks, just see Bitcoin at $90.000 and Ethereum at $9,000 at most during the next few months. That would be something for the boys, surely. An additional P for $9 or 90 bucks, correct? I'll say more. So if we see a Bitcoin at that price, men, $9 seems realistic. And Ethereum is at 9,000, but it will likely be higher before the crash because it will reach 14,000 in 2025. Guys, if we look at those prices for Ethereum, Bitcoin, that's insane. Guys, 2025 is going to be extremely expensive. Obviously, XRP needs to accomplish something, don't you think? It cannot simply fade into obscurity as it will eventually drop out of the top 10. Be mindful since nobody else will mention it. Kindly enjoy today's video for this one small detail. This isn't financial advice, but if every coin climbed as suggested here, as they're attempting to predict in the future, that would imply that the extra coin would not ascend. Additionally, that would imply that XRP would drop out of the top 10, which I don't think is something they want to do. Since we have actually seen them, why extra points for being in the top 10 guys since the start correct, ever since it entered the top 10 ranking men. Are you folks not seeing this? Thus, the strategy is very clear. Indeed, guys, I guess this will be a historically significant pump. Everything is going to go through a manic, maniacal phase. Why? As the S1 form was changed by Justin BlackRock files. Regarding its Ethereum bot ETF, moving forward, we are aware that BlackRock remains the sole. It was a record that was literally 500 to 1. If my memory serves me well, they only lost once for these approvals of ETFs. Yes, folks, they have authorized 500 more times, and Bitcoin One was assured, and it was successful. It received green lights, folks, and now Ethereum will also 100%, guys. It will go live within the next few weeks at the latest. It appears to be correct, and that's where, guys, it's officially started now. Why? Because Ethereum is currently just becoming stable. Isn't that right? We stated that it's just consolidating, and as you can see right here, we know what's coming up, so I don't think they're going to dump it on us. Thus, either a pump up or a consolidation, guys. That's how those prices work before this happens, and we keep going higher and higher, right? Due to the fact that Ethereum doesn't even require that much liquidity to raise prices, look into this. It's almost time for the coin season to begin, so get ready, right? I take it that this is the same cycle as the guys who predicted the 2021 cycle. You did look at that last cycle, don't you? You do realize that if it's back here in the trillions upon trillions upon trillions, guys, this keeps Bitcoin out of Ethereum. Guys, that's absurd when we're talking about market capitalizations in the trillions of dollars. Not to add, this is a dominance chart for Bitcoin dots, right? It appears that it broke out of a rising wedge or some kind of topping pattern recently, guys. Okay, once more, that signifies that all coins take control of what comes up next. Are you all set? Why? I find it strange that the charts appear so amazing. I mean, the charts are gorgeous, guys. More stories are, in fact, coming out right now, especially with all coins. Why, you might ask? On Solana, Justin's PayPal stablecoin, Piest, formally launches. Hold on for a second. It begins on Solana, guys. The network and chain actually go down every 2 days. Why would they even launch it there? Correct? It really is the most perplexing thing ever, don't you think? They ought to have released it on the XRP ledger, folks. It would have been lovely because, Ripple's is going to launch their own stablecoin on the XRP ledger shortly. PayPal could have partnered with more P-Ledger companies, but instead they chose to work with Solana people. I don't mind because it will simply give altcoins other stories to follow as they climb. All of this is altcoins. It makes it strange that it's suddenly becoming available. No, guys, as of right now, nothing has been observed. PayPal, the largest online payment corporation, has officially launched its own USD stablecoin on the Solana blockchain. In fact, the company recently revealed the stablecoin network extension in a press statement. It was mentioned that the choice will enable consumers to use the USD more quickly and affordably. Am I correct? The Solana network is renowned for its fast speeds and inexpensive transaction costs. And what about a network outage? That's my point of view. It was their duty to join the additional P-Ledger. Guys would have been splintered, but probably not at this moment. Perhaps in due course later on. However, folks, this is truly this is enormous. Yes, PayPal stated that its decision to expand was based on the substantial advantages for use cases including commerce. It demonstrated that Solana is the most popular blockchain for transferring stablecoins. Interestingly. To be honest though, I don't think it matters because, as I said before, all we need to see is the names of altcoins appearing. Not so much Bitcoin, but alternative coins like Ethereum, which are growing in popularity, and now Solana, that's excellent for alternate season. How can I tell that everything is about to go parabolic right now, guys? No, as you may wonder. Oh, please refrain from discussing NVIDIA. No, we must. It's not as though we guys, if we should. If not, we absolutely have to talk about NVIDIA. Why? Breaking the market capitalization of NVIDIA shares reaches a record high. It's essential. Still pumping though, and pumping individuals are attempting to cut back, and notice how much they've lost, nearly 600,000. Don't short a parabolic rise upward at this time. Guys, the market for NVIDIA now exceeds the size of the whole Canadian stock market. Here I am telling you, what should we say and call? It will continue pumping men in preparation for this impending blow-off peak, which will link into Bitcoin's ascent and have that subsequent blow-off peak as well. XRP, Ethereum to maybe 7,000, guys, right? I'm arguing that based on current events, people are attempting to shorter at this point. It's essentially unfeasible, correct? Guys, it could continue to rise higher and higher and higher. Thus, exercise extreme caution. Still, this fits with our theory, doesn't it? Cut this line. At that point, the parabola breaks. When the black swan shows up, get ready. However, we are currently rising in every market. It's because it's so easy. This logic is the reason behind it right now. Breaking the QE money printing, it began today, folks. The Treasury is launching its first repurchase program since 2002 today. They want to repurchase up to $2 billion worth of US Treasury bonds and pay out up to $500 million in tips for each transaction, correct? And they're arguing that this is now the story of Bitcoin. Is I correct? If this turns out to be the case, Bitcoin will soar dramatically. These days, a Treasury buyback program would be mechanically comparable to quantitative easing, with risk assets being transferred through a till. You guys go there, don't you? Thus, it appears to be happening right now, and whoa, those billions of cash, they'll support the markets once more. The entire cryptocurrency market is currently experiencing its first significant positive growth in 3.5 years. The signal we're discussing hasn't actually activated in 3.5 years, people. In this amount of time, it hasn't triggered, actually, it has been that long, right? It only triggered now, guys, because of this. This blue line crossed over the red line, is that right? Now that the blue line has crossed over the red line, it simply indicates that there will be expansion because this is the next, like right here, that upward parabolic move that connects to everything we just discussed, correct? It's peculiar. I keep repeating, guys, this is weird because it really is. How can charts match these kinds of current bullish events that are occurring? The House Financial Services Digital Assets Subcommittee will actually be talking about tokenizing real assets soon. Next Wednesday at a hearing, I wonder if BlackRock will be called upon to provide a statement. Examine this notice of hearing. The following hearing was announced today by the chairman of the House Financial Services Committee. Efficient markets can be facilitated by tokenizing real-world assets through the use of next-generation technology. Guys, they're coming. The NACES is going to lead the cryptocurrency industry. You specifically said you would be accepting cryptocurrency. Our actions are supporting it as a field, and we have to, because if we don't, someone else from another nation will take up the task. And as you are aware, they are already making an effort. It will occur, and we will assist in it. And it has the potential to be really beneficial. You may have said that you're taking, wow, guys, the pump is going to be enormous. Are you guys correct? Because as soon as I heard it, I had a strange feeling. He replied, oh, we're about to leave probably everyone, and they're about to pump the damn markets. Regulators of today go back to Ripple once more. Thanks to Ripple, everything is what it is today. Ripple even spends $170,000 on Trump personnel to influence cryptocurrency laws in the upcoming year. Guys, don't you see how everything is connected? Not to mention, unless we screw it completely, this senator claims that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will play a significant role in our economy going future. As we tell the boys, crazy as they may be coming in and naturally, they will pump their own bags when they want to, which will also immediately pump ours. To be sure, no one in the US Senate had any knowledge of digital assets when I arrived. The distinction between alternative coins and Bitcoin was unknown to everyone. Therefore, we've put a lot of effort into educating Senate members, and we established a financial innovation caucus. Along with spreading it, Kirsten Gillibrand and I created a financial structure for the administration of the whole cryptocurrency market, correct? In reality, they're giving and supporting. Regulations pertaining to cryptocurrency were established years ago, exactly 5, 8, and 9 steps ahead of schedule for everyone. Currently, some of the results of. Those who toil to sow the seeds of comprehension Congress is discussing how this asset class is expanding and how Bitcoin can be used as a medium of trade and a store of wealth. How Ethereum might function as a blockchain platform with a wide range of applications. Ethereum, I just wanted to hear that, lovely men. Actually, the news has it. Whoa, this is where coin narratives are going to explode. If things continue to go wrong, this industry appears to be beginning to attract the interest of regular Americans and will likely play a significant role in our economy in the future. Not to mention enjoying a wonderful weekend in Austin, which includes 24 hours of listening to David Short's Watch What He Says, Please. This is a quick glance. I hope they release the entire video. I looked everywhere for it, folks, but let's have a look at your cost center. They are not profitable. Saying you're secure doesn't cost anything, is it not? Your data is safe on our fully secure systems. Nobody will ever get your information. And for the majority of people, that's it. They give up, thinking someone else must have checked. And typically many businesses are great, but many aren't. And it's much cheaper to be bad at it. If your customers don't care, it makes a lot more business sense to be terrible at it, which is awful for everyone and everything and erodes trust. For this reason, I think it's really important that you choose a company that specializes in that area. If they don't understand, if there are 2 or 3 identity suppliers, and one of them seems to be vying for your trust, and you don't trust instead of them vying with each other to convince your bank that they are the most affordable guys, at the end of the day, it's all about trust, right? And America is beginning to establish a relationship of trust with blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. A few men are emerging as leaders who will open the door to a new world, and it's all occurring in front of our very eyes. Not who we are. It appears that everything are going really well, so let's be ready. What is the beautiful thing about Sophia? I'll see you later.